right. All right, here we are. We are live. Welcome to the stream. My name is Tonic, and this is my channel, Legend of Potato Shaker Maracas. Let's get hyped. We are going to talk about the Nintendo Direct, what some are calling the very last Nintendo Switch Direct before Nintendo starts turning all their attention to the Nintendo Switch 2, which of course they should. It's pretty important. And today's Direct had some great reveals, also some just okay reveals, and according to a lot of people, an epic reveal at the end of the stream. And of course, that's the Tamagotchi. Life is a dream. Life is a dream. Clifford, you are first. Welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight, my friend? It's good to see you, sir. Clifford is here, the number one contender. Yeah, we're here to talk about the Nintendo Switch Direct today, and I am doing good, Clifford. Thank you so much for asking. I am feeling good. Just got to eating a nice supper with my wife, and now I'm here hanging out with you amazing gamers. I love gamers because I'm a gamer. Yeah, that's right. You enjoying it? Is it really fun? Is it as good as some of the other Mario and Luigi RPG games that they released? Because I know I had fun playing a lot of those too. I think it was the one I liked was the first one they put out. I think it was called Superstar Saga, maybe. But yeah, I would love to play Brothership someday when I get around to it. When I take a break from Zelda games, and maybe we'll jump into Mario, some kind of Mario game or something. Second to Bowser Inside Story. So you like the Bowser Inside Story best, okay? I never played Bowser Inside Story. I should. I liked Superstar, and Brothership looks insane. So that's good that you give it second to Bowser. I didn't realize uh, there's just so many of them. You forget about them. I know I did. I forgot about Bowser Inside Story. So anyway, in tonight's stream, I will be playing the trailer. Not the trailer, the live stream that they put on today. It was 36 minutes, the direct. And what we'll do is just stop throughout. And Paper Jam is last. They made a paper one called Paper Jam. Man, I'm way behind on those games. They must have been a lot of DS titles, I'm sure of that. They're all DS titles besides this one, right? Because I had a DS from time to time, but I never played it consistently. The times I owned a DS were just when I wanted to play specific games. The Link Between Worlds, Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds is one of those examples. Or when they first put out a DS, when DSs were just coming out, I actually bought one when they put out the Mario Kart edition. Will I do a bingo card? Not on this particular thing, since since the direct is already a thing. Everybody knows what's going on the direct. I will just talk about it. I've already watched it myself. So I already know what the reveals are and everything for this direct. We're just gonna have a nice, polite conversation about everything they revealed today. And Nico, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining me. Let's see. The bot should be working. I don't do the has to shaker maracas thing right now. It's turned off, but we will. That's coming back. I'm just revamping it a little bit right now. So it's under construction. But yeah, everything's working with the bot. Yeah, I know all about the Tomodachi Life is a Dream is a big deal from what I understand. I never played the first one, not because I never heard of the game. I honestly never heard of Tomodachi until it was a couple years ago. And I think Ethan B mentioned it to me, or Cy Coop, somebody like that mentioned it to me, and just never played it. But everybody seems pretty hyped for it coming out next year, a sequel. That's pretty cool. I'm happy for everybody because, the gamers in the world want it. I am for the gamers. I want everybody to get what they want. Nintendo did say that the next game will have same-sex couple like Metopia. Well, same-sex couples are real, so, they should be represented just like anybody else if they're going to make it real, So there's nothing wrong with that. Nico, it's almost your birthday. Congratulations. I'm excited for you. You have big plans for your birthday? Big party planned? Oh, it's October. Okay, so almost, but not almost. About 7 months away. So yeah, we'll see what what Nintendo brings us. But I thought this Direct was really good for what it is. I think this Direct did a good job revealing some good games. It also revealed a few that I was like, I wasn't too, didn't really make me think anything. I think this was just for me, it felt like a Nintendo Switch offload. They just offloaded everything they had in the chamber. Also, Tamagotchi Life had controversy because of same-sex couples. Wow. It's 2000, whenever that game come out. Now it's 2025. So, sorry everybody, gay people are real. And they have rights and they have, it's like, it's not a controversy anymore. That's so 1990s. So maybe this time it won't be a big deal. Won't be a fuss. One day we'll get people to quit fussing about people that aren't like them, but are not any of their business, 2014 in the USA, 2013 Japan for the first Tamagotchi. So yeah, it's about 10 years ago for that game. So I'm assuming it was on the Wii U. So now we got a Switch. It's going to be on the Switch 2, obviously, Tamagotchi, which is kind of weird to me that they announced it during the Switch 1 stream, which I'm sure it'll be compatible with Switch 1, but Switch 2 is going to be out by then and dominating, I'm sure. So, I'm not sure why they announced that during the Switch 1 Direct, but who knows? It'll probably, I'm sure they'll release it on both just because, but I figure they'll quit releasing Nintendo Switch 1 games in about 2 years, is what I figure. It'll be about a 2-year window where they keep releasing games on the first one. Give people plenty of time to adopt the second one. And then they'll start putting the hammer down. They'll be like, all right, this game's only for Switch 2. Sorry. Only for Switch 2. Sorry. They'll force other people to go ahead and buy them. So anyway, you guys ready? Let's watch this. We're going to stop it at points and talk about some things. The first part here is, well, it's not confirmed exact date, but we'll talk about that. Clifford, hold that question. We'll talk about that. So the first trailer in this is Dragon's Quest 1 and 2 2D, 3D remake. So it looks pretty good. I'm thinking this is a pretty cool looking game. It's definitely something that I would look at playing. I just thought it was interesting that they started it off with this, right? But Dragon's Quest is an old IP. It's been around a long time. So they've got it looking like, what's that game that's real popular? What is that game called? Anyway, it looks a lot like this. I can't think of the name of it right now. But it's really cool. This looks very interesting. It's a beautiful remake of a classic. Dragon's Quest games are beloved. Huge fan base for it out there. Yeah, Final Fantasy, Clifford, but there's a recent series. They put 2 of them out. Octopath Traveler. Octopath Traveler really is one of the first games I've seen that had this style, the 2D, 3D style. And Octopath 1 and 2 were both really well-received games. So Dragon's Quest getting a remake in that style is fitting. HD 2D remake. It's pretty cool.
Hello everyone.
But I'm not a long-time player of Dragon's Quest games, but that game does look pretty awesome. It'd be a good way to get into the series.
We'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games.
Yeah, he will.
We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd.
April 2nd.
Please tune in for
Make
that
sure,
as well.
you guys, April 2nd, me and Ethan B will be doing a live stream, co-streaming our live reactions to the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. If you're available, we'd love for you to come by and hang out with us. If you're not available, just be sure you go back and watch the replay of it.
What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix.
So they call it HD 2D remake.
Another character appeared at the end.
Oh yeah, you're on a little break, Clifford. That's good. How many hours have you put in
You're
today?
excited for more information in the future. Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
All right, so this first game they talk about
Escape from dire straits.
is a series I've never heard of before.
2 minutes until oxygen zero.
But it looks interesting. Have y'all heard of this series before? Is this something you've seen? No Sleep for Kaname Date.
The latest entry
From
in
AI, the
Somnium
Somnium
series
Files.
is stirring.
Never heard of this
Kaname
series.
Date, a special agent
Kaname
with a
Date.
sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye. Your mission
That's pretty
is
neat
to
that he's got
track down
AI.
Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape.
This looks a lot like,
Conduct
it feels like
interviews to investigate
a
Iris's
visual novel,
whereabouts.
right? I'm getting that same vibe.
Dive into
Are
a
y'all getting that vibe?
subject's dreams to reveal clues
Similar to,
hidden deep within
also
their
similar
psyche
to
and solve mind-bending puzzles in an
Danganronpa.
explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth.
Danganronpa. That's what it reminds me of.
Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date.
Well, anyway,
from
this is
Oz
a new
with
series to
Somnium
me, but
Files.
Spike
Launches
Chunsoft
on
making
Nintendo
it,
Switch system
not
July
surprising. Looks
25th.
just like everything they make. And that's not a slight
Supernatural.
towards it. Detective. And Devil's Summoner? Did I say Devil Summoner? So this reminds me of Persona,
Atlas action RPG
especially the
remastered
Persona
with remastered
3
HD
game that
graphics
just
and
released
enhanced
last
gameplay.
year.
Set in the capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his
Very
living as an apprentice
I
detective.
do appreciate these
But,
story-driven
unbeknownst to
games.
others, he also fights
I am a
alongside
story-driven
demons
guy,
as
but
a
man, these
detective.
games take a long time
To protect
to
the
play.
capital, Raido
A long
must
time to
investigate
play.
a series of supernatural
You got to dedicate some
cases.
time. I don't have a lot of time to
Fight
dedicate to these
real-time
kind of
battles
games. I've learned
alongside
that.
demons you summon. Work with your demons to strike
But I do
at
love the way it
enemies
looks.
with force, then follow up with a
But this
powerful
one seems to
attack.
have a battle style
Cooperation
similar
is the
to
key victory.
Xenoblade.
You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be
But you can
useful
recruit demons.
outside of battle.
Kind of spooky, kind of
Their
freaky
powers are
deaky.
helpful in finding solutions during investigations. Guide
Oh, and
Raido
Clifford,
through a
that's your time
series
you
of
played in the game
strange
so far?
incidents.
18 hours?
As he uncovers a
DJ
conspiracy
Brothership
that
in
will
good
shake
18 hours. So that means you're probably
Raido
a good
Remastered,
portion
the
into the
mystery
game.
of
You
the
might not have
Solar's
much
Army
left to play in
launches
the
on
game.
Nintendo Switch, June 19th.
All right, so another
Pre-orders
remastered
begin later
game.
today on Nintendo
And
eShop.
pre-orders, I'm not sure why they even do pre-orders anymore. Why they even care.
Consume darkness.
Now this game is the one. Oh, so you're about halfway.
With your memories gone,
This
you've been
game
summoned to a strange,
has me excited.
unfamiliar
This
world
looks really cool.
where you're greeted by a yellow orb.
So this is Shadow Labyrinth, and it is a reimagining of Pac-Man. Yeah, it looks so cool. And I Love Legend Zelda. Welcome, it's Jackson. Welcome, Jackson. That's okay. I appreciate you stopping in tonight. Good to see you. Hope you've had a good time on your travels, Jackson. And hope you will enjoy this. We're just doing a little reaction to the Nintendo Direct. We're going to be doing these from time to time when Nintendo gives us some new information, new stuff to look at. Also, next Wednesday for the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, I will be here live with my good friend Ethan B. We'll be giving our live reactions to all the announcements on that one. So if you'd like to come hang out with us that day, super cool. If not, if you're not available, I know it's early in the morning, be sure you watch the replay. So this game right here, I'm very interested in playing. Shadow Labyrinth, a reimagining of Pac-Man. Looks sweet.
Known as PAC. But who is this spherical stranger? More than a mysterious.
I just think this is a great idea.
World. Your battle for survival.
Like Pac-Man needed a revitalization. If you're going to do anything else with Pac-Man, Pac-Man needed a new spin. He needed something new to do because nobody wants to play the old school Pac-Man anymore. At least in a new game. Like people don't mind going back and playing the old versions, but I don't think you need any more new traditional Pac-Man. They done made this game look so insane. This is just insane. Get to become a Gaia. Look, I like that Pac-Man or Puck is right in the center there.
That can then be used to enhance your abilities.
Just a very imaginative spin on Pac-Man.
And devour enemies to survive this cruel.
That's right there. That's creepy, and I love it. That is so creepy.
Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch
I want it.
July 18th.
I want it. It looks amazing. So yeah, that was one of the hot ones on my list that I want to play. Now, I have heard of this game, Patapon. I never ever played it, never ever watched any footage of it. So seeing this today is the most I've ever seen of it. And I will admit, rhythm games aren't my favorite games. Rhythm games are good, and, they're in spurts. I don't want to play a long, drawn-out rhythm game, though. Like, this one looks like it's going to be a whole adventure, a long play. And to me, this game doesn't even look that fun. No hate towards anyone who plays it, but I don't like this. This game, watching the footage does not make me want to play it. It's not intriguing to me.
Plus, new features have been added, so you can
But hey, a lot of people love rhythm games, so. And that's pretty cool that they added the button combos at the bottom of the screen. You can have that put on the bottom of the screen. That's really nice.
Launches on Nintendo Switch, July 11th.
All right.
Welcome to Zephyr Town.
Zephyr Town.
So
So this is Story of Seasons.
This is where your new
Classic game series where you farm, you help build up your town, and you have find a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and do all kinds of different events.
shortage of activities to get up to.
And from what I'm gathering, this used to be on the DS. This version, this particular title. Yeah, you gotta really want to have a farm and clean your cows and sell your produce.
Bizarre sales grow. You'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
But it is a cute game, though. Very
Get to
cute.
know the locals.
And I have a friend of mine
And maybe
that I know off the top of my head, Boogeyman is what he goes by. He loves these kinds of games. He loves it. And he's really good at
taking
them.
advantage of Zephyr Town's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
That's pretty neat that you can do that. So just a nice looking, cozy game. If you're looking to farm and
Winds
live a
of
life.
change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar
August,
launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 27th.
Not for me.
Please look
Not for
forward
me.
to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series.
But hey, if you like it, you like it.
Next,
I know a lot of people will be excited for that. Sorry, I think I had an echo going there. I do apologize. Just noticed that on my sound bar here. I fixed that. It's fixed. Now here's a big one. Everybody, all the Metroid Prime fans are pumped for this game. And it's been a while since everybody has known about it without any good gameplay footage. And here we go. This is it. We're about to learn about Samus's new psychic abilities. We're going to learn, it's coming out this year though.
Is the unknown planet Vuros.
Clifford, you were mentioning that they didn't give a specific release date for this game. I think they're waiting for that until next week. I think they'll release it the day that Switch 2 is put out. I think Switch 2's release date will coincide with Metroid Prime 4's release date. That's my very strong prediction. That's my big thought. I think that this is a title that you should release with a console. So I would look for this to release with the Nintendo Switch 2 the same day. It's going to be out. Guarantee. I'm going to say it's a tonic guarantee that this game right here will be released same day as the Switch 2. Just say it. It's a console seller right here. Oh no. I had to hit the wrong button.
In this game,
What the heck? Oh my gosh. I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. That skipped the videos. Hold on. That is not what was supposed to happen. All right, let me refresh it. I should be able to fix it. There we go.
hello everyone. I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series.
No, that's not what happened. It changed it in my...
First, I have...
Oh my gosh. Wow. Seriously? It changed my URL. What? What? You've got to be kidding me. Oh my God. Well, I apologize for this technical delay here. That was not supposed to happen. I was trying to hit play, and I accidentally hit skip forward, and it skipped to another video. And that, the way I have it set up, it won't let me go back. There we go. That's better. Now then. Fixed. Yay, we're fixed. Whew, sorry about that. All right, as I was saying, Metroid Prime 4 will be released the same day as the Switch 2. That's the reason they did not say a specific date today. That they will next Wednesday. They will give us that second. They will give us that release date. They will give it to us. It will happen. That's a guarantee, I promise you. But anyway, Metroid Prime 4. This has a lot of things going for it. The hype is real. This game looks beautiful.
Is the unknown planet Vuros.
Planet Vuros.
Here, Samus finds a
The psychic
branch
abilities are
with a
interesting
colossal tree at its center.
that she's going to obtain now. I like it that you can throw, she's throwing the orbs
And
all
escape
over
this planet,
to
she
open
was
doors and
unexpectedly
to unlock
transported.
puzzles.
Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward.
But honestly, this is not too much different from any of the other Metroid Primes. Just another edition. Another edition, I
She's
should
not
say.
alone though. Abhorrent alien creatures.
Which nobody's complaining
in the
about.
jungle
Everybody wants
are
this.
waiting to strike.
There you go, Samus. Shoot 'em up. Get that classic Metroid Prime gameplay. Nico, welcome. What's
As she
up?
explores the planet,
How you doing?
Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic.
So yeah, this is gonna be a good game.
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and open doors.
Nico, that's a lot of time watching. A lot of time.
With the power of her
So these psychic abilities are pretty cool. Although similar to some, other games that have had the same kind of gameplay mechanics, But it's cool. I have no issue with it. I think it looks nice. And apparently Samus is the chosen one.
And what will be her fate after being summoned to
second.
Buros? The threads.
Sorry about that. The
entwining
quality, they had the
Samus
quality at
and
720. I
time
wanted it at
are
1080p.
beginning to weave.
All right, that's better. So Nico's looking pretty cool, right? Now, as I was saying before, it says coming 2025, which is this year. I promise you this. I'm guaranteeing this. Metroid Prime 4 will release the same exact day that the Nintendo Switch 2 releases. Mark my words. That's happening. There's no reason for them not to do that. It makes perfect sense, and I believe that's why they haven't released it yet in the first place. I think they got too close for the new console to be out, and they're like, yeah, let's just hold on to it. It will be a console seller. Not that they're going to have a whole lot of problems selling consoles, but it's good to have one of your best IPs ready and available day one. So I think that's what Metroid Prime 4 will be releasing. They will tell that date next week. I promise you that. I guarantee it. No, this is not my first time watching it, Super Sample. This is a recap. We're just talking about it today. I knew that everybody would have already seen it anyway, and I knew that I would probably be struggling to avoid spoilers today, so I just watched it on my phone at work this morning. And this stream is meant for us to just talk about it and, share our thoughts and feelings. I was just sharing my thoughts and feelings about Metroid Prime 4. Not sure if y'all caught them, but I will say it again because this is a good point that I want to make. Metroid Prime 4 does not have a release date according to this direct. However, I will 100% guarantee you they will announce the release date for this game next Wednesday during the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct because this game will release same day as Switch 2. Ain't no doubt in my mind. I have zero doubt in my mind that Prime 4 will release same day Switch 2. Get tonic guarantee. And that's the last time I'm going to say it. I just want to make sure everybody heard me say that. All right, so you liked, you're interested in the Tamagotchi Life sequel. I never played any of those games, Tamagotchi or Miitopia. I know a lot of people love them. I don't even know what the game's about. I don't even know what you do. So I'm going to have to do some further research on all that and make sure I know what's going on. But I do appreciate that gamers are excited for it, and that's what matters the most. If I see that excitement from people, I understand that this is a game that is beloved and that deserves to be mentioned. So this is another big deal because some people couldn't access the game the last time that the first one was out. So, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Now, as big a deal as Tamagotchi is, I think this game should be the biggest deal of this because of its release date. It's going to release with the Switch 2. But now everybody will have it in 2026, and it looks like they're going to release it for Switch 1 and 2. And apparently this is like a new costume for her. So it looks cool. It looks really cool. She looks bad to the bone.
It looks like even more challenges
So
await
yeah, right now we're
Samus.
just watching through it. We're going to pause
We hope
and
you're
talk
looking forward to
at
exploring
moments.
with Samus's new
Especially on some
psychic
stuff that I have
abilities.
some comments. I wrote down some notes here when I was watching it earlier.
Let's move on.
I wrote down some notes when I was at work. I wanted to make sure I talked about.
Ready to stir up.
All right, so this is one of the things I want to talk about right here.
Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that
This is
transformed
Disney's
into a magical
villain,
potion
Cursed Cafe.
As the newest potionista of the Cursed
Um,
Cafe, you'll
it's a
craft
potion
concoctions
game.
for Disney villains and get to know
But it's
them
really-
in a new light.
What this game really is like a cafe, right? It's Cursed Cafe. And there's a game out, an indie game called Coffee Talk. And it's just like this game. It's been out for a couple years. This is the game. Like they just basically copied Coffee Talk and threw Disney IP on it. I mean, I'm not saying that it's illegal or anything. I mean, it's fine. They can copy a game because that Coffee Talk game is well regarded in the indie scene. I just encourage you to go look up Coffee Talk after watching this trailer. Go look up Coffee Talk. I just found this very surprising when I was watching this.
Strange elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston.
Because
With
once you
help
give
from
them a
Lisa,
drink,
you can upgrade your ingredients to
it
produce some wildly
affects
wicked
them. And
creations.
they tell
The potions
different
you
things
make
happen
can
based on
influence
what you
each
give them to
customer's
drink.
storylines, leading to
The
different
storylines
outcomes every
change,
time you
this and
play.
that. Just
Who
like he's
knows
talking
what
about.
mischief
Coffee
might
Talk's the same
happen?
thing. It's the same way.
Disney Villains Cursed Cafe.
And this game's
Launches on
available
Nintendo Switch
right now if
later
this is something
today.
you're interested in. I'm not interested in it, but you know,
Summon
it looks cute. I know people will
spellbinding
like it.
adventure.
Tim asks, am I buying a Switch 2 day one? You better believe it, baby. You better believe it, Tim.
Welcome to Witchbrook College.
As long as
where
I can get my hands
students
on
strive
one,
to master
I
the
will have
magical
one day
arts.
one. I will be
During
pre-ordering
class,
it
use magic circles
as soon
to
as
perform
possible.
Rituals, fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go.
And I
from
think that we're
witchy
gonna get it
training
pretty quick,
to
by the way.
skilled spellcaster.
Just based on what I'm seeing in today's direct
Hang out with friends at
and
their
some things that
homes.
happened today, Best Buy Canada
Take
on their
various
website
jobs to help pay for
accidentally
tuition.
went live with the pre-order screen for Nintendo
Or
Switch 2.
use the spells you've
And
learned
according to that
craft
screen,
and
they
sell
will be taking
original
pre-orders
items.
next Wednesday
Plus,
after
up
the
to 4
direct.
players can make
Pre-orders
magic
will be
together
open
in online co-op.
on retail websites.
Explore this whimsical
So,
world on the road to graduation
Yeah.
and beyond.
we better be ready to click, 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 click,
Are
click,
you
click,
ready
click.
for a
Give me that!
spellbinding
Give me that
journey?
Switch! Now this game right here looks cool. It's
Enrollment
Witchbrook.
begins when Witchbrook
If you like Harry
flies onto
Potter, this is
Nintendo
probably a game
Switch
you would
this
enjoy.
holiday.
If you're interested in being a witch, not a real witch, you
Action,
know what I'm saying.
adventure, and arcade games await.
Witchbrook
Set off
looks
on a
okay to me.
fantastical mission to
This
eliminate
game,
the mysterious
this
day.
right here
In
is
this
a game that I
hand-drawn,
will
heart-flying
play.
Adventure, you'll explore
This
an
looks
expansive
super good.
archipelago where
I
nightmares
love
and wonder collide.
the
Upgrade your
hand-drawn
trusty cane with
animation.
magical parts,
I'm a sucker
then
for
use its
hand-drawn.
abilities to find your own path through the enchanting
Yeah, it
world.
did look like Sea of
Can you
Stars, Tim. That's
uncover the
right. Did you play
secrets
through that
the
game?
archipelago holds? Find out when the eternal life of Goldman.
But this game
launches
looks
on
super
Nintendo
good to me.
Switch
I
this
look at that in the
holiday.
background. That is just mesmerizing.
Celebrate the 40th
Okay,
anniversary
now-
of Gradius with a collection of arcade shooters.
Before we move forward with this clip, how many of you guys have ever played Gradius? Raise your hand. Me! I played it. Anybody else played Gradius? Nino Cooney, have I played it? I actually have played like 5 minutes of one. I own it. I own one of them on the Switch. I own one of them on the Switch. I forget which one, but I own it, and I do want to play it one day. I bought it digitally. I got it on sale for like $10 a few years ago. So anyway, Gradius. Anybody played this? I'm just saying. I'm guessing none of you have played this game, but this is pretty cool that they're releasing this. This is one of the first games I owned on my Nintendo back in like 1989, 1990.
Shoot 'em up games from across the
So this
series.
collection is pretty interesting.
Titles include Gradius.
Gradius was hard. These games were difficult.
Life Force. Gradius 2.
All I'll tell you, these games are hard.
Gradius 3.
So if you're looking for a challenging game,
And
this is one that
Salamander
you
2.
could get.
Some titles come with multiple
I never
versions,
played Salamander
including
though.
ones from different
I'm not
regions
familiar with
and
it.
launch years.
But I like that it's an
Plus,
overhead
take
view.
the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander
And then they
3.
put a new game on it. That's pretty cool.
Gradius Origins launches on the Nintendo
I like
Switch
that.
system
They
August
added
2nd.
a brand
Pre-orders
new
begin later today
edition
on
of the game.
Nintendo Wii
And you can
Shop.
get that right now.
Battle to the
But
beat
that's pretty
in
cool. That brings back
Rhythm
memories
Necro
for me
Dancer.
when I was a
Press
kid.
the corresponding buttons
Me and my
in each
brothers
lane
used to
to
play that
fight
game a lot and
monsters
get
in
beat a
rhythm-based
lot because it was
combat.
really, really
Keep
hard.
the cadence going with epic boss battles.
I don't even know if I could beat it today.
Remix stages and global leaderboards.
All right, so we got rhythm
Plus,
games.
more musical mayhem
Are y'all big
waits
fans of
in
rhythm
the
games?
Celeste Music Pack
This looks like
ADLC.
Guitar Hero.
And be on the lookout for more
I'm just.
DLC in
There's
the
only been a
future.
few rhythm games that I really
Rhythm of
enjoy.
the Necro Dancer launches on Nintendo Switch.
Is this the same
later
people that
today.
make the Hyrule, the one with
Let's
Zelda,
see what's in
Crypt?
store.
the Crypt Dancer or something like that? Off I go now.
Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza,
Tamagotchi.
a
I didn't know it
brand
was
new
pronounced
entry in the Tamagotchi Connection
Gochi.
series.
Cadence of Hyrule, Tim. Thank you
There
for
are
fixing that for me.
stores
Cadence of
galore.
Hyrule was fun. I liked
Design
it. But
glasses at the
the
Hardware
rhythm
Shop.
did matter at points, but you also didn't have to
Polished
hit
pearly
rhythm
whites
to get
solo
through it
or with
all
a
the time.
friend
You could
at the dentist.
kind of
And
get your way
arrange
through
plates
regardless.
at the
So I did
afternoon
appreciate
tea
that
shop.
about it.
12 wonderful
Crypt of
stores need
Necromancer,
your help.
yes. Cadence of Hyrule is the one I played. And
Provide
I actually
customer
defeated
service to
that
get
game.
high ratings and upgrade each shop.
However, I never did beat Crypt of Necromancer. I never
In
did
doing
beat it.
so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town live.
But I never knew that it was pronounced
With
Tamagotchi.
over 100
I've always
new
called it
and classic
Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi. Business is sure
So
to
now I've
be
been
booming.
corrected today watching the
Get
Nintendo
ready to
Direct.
set up shop when Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo
So
Switch.
not
June
not a
22nd.
game I will play though, but the Tamagotchi brand, I recognize that. Oh, this is gonna be huge. Pokemon Legends ZA. It's gonna be massive. People are going to buy the hell out of this game. Oh, your birthday's June 27th, Tim.
Pokemon
Nice.
Legends ZA, a new title in the
The
Pokemon
Tamagotchi
series.
game. So you're gonna get it, Tim? Are you a
You'll begin
Tamagotchi
your
fan?
adventure by choosing one of
Clifford, are you a
3
Pokemon guy? You know, I appreciate
Setting is this
Pokemon
metropolis
games.
that also appeared in the Pokemon
But-
X and Pokemon Y games. Lumio City.
I just,
To make it easier for
I
people
also
and
don't want to
Pokemon
play
to
them anymore, if
coexist,
I'll be honest.
a company
Hands
named
up.
Quasartico Inc.
I'm not too
is
interested in playing
carrying out
Pokemon
urban
games anymore.
redevelopment plans.
However, I do appreciate them
Here,
and
we'll get a
like the ones I
glimpse
have
into the
played.
lives of the Pokemon and people of
So
Lumio
Tim, you're
City.
looking forward to Pokemon though. And Clifford, you're a fan. Oh, you're
Scattered
kind of
all
a fan
over
of
town
Pokemon,
are
but your
wild
brother's more of a
zones.
fan.
These areas are special.
But I think this is
environments
a
where
neat
wild
game, and
Pokemon
I like
can
that
live
night
comfortably
and day.
even
There's
within the
there's
city.
different things to do. I think
You can
people are
catch
gonna like
Pokemon
that.
here.
Pokemon the Purge. I would play
They
that.
might be
I would
hostile.
play it.
If you
But I
sense
I enjoyed
trouble,
Scarlet and
get to
Violet.
safety.
I enjoyed that game. It was fun.
There are Pokemon that live
I
outside
played
wild zones
through.
too.
What was that? Green, the
Some
Emerald
of them
Green
can
one.
even be
I think it
found
was.
on rooftops.
I forget. Anyway, one of the first ones they released.
People
I
and
played
Pokemon
that.
live easygoing
and I
lives
enjoyed
in
it.
Lumio City.
However,
When
I hope you
night
enjoyed the
falls,
AI Somnia Files trailer and Pokemon
the
stuff.
city's aura
Guy, I did.
transforms.
Welcome to the stream. Good to
Highly
see
skilled
you.
trainers are invited to participate
And
in
I'm
the
sorry you
tournament.
can't stay. Hopefully you'll get to stay soon.
The
We'd love to hang out
Sea
again.
Royale.
And
Trainers await.
yeah, I
in
thought of
battle
you when the
zones.
AI Somnium Files game come up. Spike Chunsoft doing their
If you're
thing.
spotted, they'll challenge you to battle.
I have not played that one either, Tim. I haven't played the Legends Arceus. Arceus. How's it
Strike
pronounced?
first
Arceus
before
or
being
Arceus?
seen, and you'll land a surprise attack.
But I'm at a point that I have to
Using a super
say that I
effective
probably
move
will
at
not
the
play
right moment is
Pokemon
key.
again in a live stream format.
And
Nothing against
with
Pokemon.
Mega
I love it,
Evolution,
but
some Pokemon can
well, you know, this is
power
a
up
Zelda
even
channel
more.
anyway. But we'll eventually, you know, I just don't think I'm going to do
You'll
Pokemon
start at
again.
rank Z
Although
and
I like
work
it,
your way up
but
to
I don't
rank
like
A.
it. I don't know. What am I saying? I think I'm just spent on them right now. I think I just want to take a long break from Pokemon. You never know. I could change my mind in a year from now. Though. I have moods when it comes to me gaming. I have moods.
Day and night are two sides.
I've always
to
been in the
Lumio
mood to play
City.
Zelda games, which is
It
why I
seems
decided
there
to
are
switch
even
to
more
Zelda
secrets
channel,
waiting to be
the Zelda
uncovered.
Focus channel,
What will you find?
because
on
I've always
your
wanted to play
adventure?
that, and I'm like, yeah, I'll never not get tired.
Pokemon Legends
I'll never get
ZA
tired
launches
of
on
playing
Nintendo
Zelda.
Switch later this year.
All right, Pokemon ZA. Of course, they need to make sure they take their time on that game. We will accept any delays in that game, though. I know that I speak for Pokemon fans when I say that. We will accept delays on Pokemon ZA, Legends ZA, because we want that game to come out pristine, without any problems like Scarlet and Violet had. All right, so Pokemon, that was...
The game you're about to see. Doesn't
All right,
have
this
a
game
epic
is
story,
apparently a big deal.
but what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm
But
games.
again, we're talking about rhythm games again.
You wanna see?
But this game's apparently like a huge
Just
deal.
press the button to jump through the ring.
I was on Reddit today and people were freaking out that this was announced. Yep, Rhythm Heaven. Tim, have you heard this? Are you familiar
It
with this
sounds easy.
franchise? Because I went to Reddit and people were like
But the timing is
geeking
super tricky.
out that this game was
Maybe you
announced.
could try
They
10
are
times the
super
rhythm.
happy. Oh, you have it on 3DS. Okay, Tim. So do you enjoy it then? It's cool. I think it's neat to watch for sure. I would watch somebody play this. For sure. I would watch somebody play this. Would I play it myself?
In this game, you might do almost
Maybe not on
anything.
live stream, but maybe if I was just messing around. This would be a good game to mess around with while you're just sitting around not doing anything.
With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
The music's cool. The voice is a little, this throws me off a little. But this part, the music's good.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series,
But people are excited. People are excited for this.
Rhythm Heaven
So
Groove.
I'm happy for those folks. Happy for you guys. If you're excited for Rhythm Heaven, I am super excited for you.
That
gotta
was
wait
Rhythm
another year,
Heaven
though.
Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. It includes lots of music produced
I got
by
some
renowned
research to do on a
Japanese
couple of these
musician
titles
Sumba.
in this direct.
What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it. Next, we have news.
Well, I know some people who are looking forward to it, but no, it's not me.
Please take
And
a
Tim,
look.
you haven't played it, so you'll have to get around to playing it, see what it is, see what's so special about it. The Rhythm Heaven.
With game
Now, this is
cards,
an interesting
you can put a game
situation.
featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system, and a Legend of Zelda game in this one. Freely
Now,
inserting the games you
before
have on
this
hand
goes
into
on,
any system you
Let's say this. I don't have a need for this service. Personally, this will not benefit me any because I am a single household with my wife. She does not have a Switch. I do not have any extra Switches lying around, nor do I have a family group that I could share these games with. Having said that, though, I do believe this is cool. I like it. I think that is a neat idea. Now, the limitations of it is Nintendo always, and I understand why. But they limited this to if you're going to share your game with somebody, they have to be on your home network. They have to be on the same Wi-Fi network that you're on right at the time. So
want. But
if you want to give it to one of your
digital
friends, you've got to
games
invite
can
them
be as
over to
flexible
do
and
it
convenient
and
as
add them
game
to your
cards.
family plan.
Well,
However,
here's what we came up
despite that, it's still cool.
with.
I'm glad they're
Introducing
giving
the virtual
people
game card.
this option, especially in a household that
In
has
the
lots of
future,
Nintendo Switches.
virtual game cards can be
They don't
used
have
for
to buy a
digital
whole
games.
bunch of copies of games. They can share the game, which is, I think, rather awesome. So props to Nintendo for
When
even
purchasing
including
the
this at
digital
all.
version of
So
the game,
very
it
nice.
will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card.
But I like the idea. This is
allowing
really
you to
nice.
play that title.
A digital system needed something like this for
Your
consoles.
digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a
Because I believe the
dedicated
process
management
is right
server.
now you have to sign in to somebody else's Switch,
Here,
which is legal. I think
load
it's already a
and
thing
eject your
Nintendo
virtual game
offers.
cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
But it's you actually you have more access to the games that way, but it seems to be, from what I read about, is a fiddly process. It's not really
If you have
exciting.
two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one
Now,
and load it onto the
I
second.
also found it to be strategic that they're announcing
Now you
this
can play
service
this game on the
at this
second system,
time,
wherever and
right
whenever you
before
want,
they talk about
just
the
as if you
Switch
had
2
inserted a
release.
physical game card. With virtual game cards,
And the reason
you
I
can
say that
freely
is I
arrange
believe
which games you play on
this
two systems.
is meant to
Local communication with your
be one
second
of the
system
features of
is
the Switch
required,
2
but
as well. I
only the
think it's
first
supposed
time.
to be something cool for the Switch 2 to have. But they've also added it to Switch 1, which is
You can
beautiful.
also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account.
So I don't think this is an accident that they're announcing this right
Connect to
now.
your family group member system
And
via
they
local
also
wireless when you
said
want to lend a
at the
game.
end of this clip
Choose the title you're lending.
that this feature will
And who
be
you're lending it to.
available late April. Which I also
And you're done.
think
can now
means
play on
that
their
we're going to
own
get the
system.
Switch 2 a lot sooner than we think.
You can only lend
I think
one
we're going to
game
get
at
the
a
Switch
time
2
to
by
a
the end of
particular
April,
person.
beginning of
Games can
May.
be lent out for 2 weeks. After
I don't
which
see
they
any
will
other reason that
automatically
you're
return
announcing
to you.
this.
Making digital games
So,
even
another-
easier to use.
Now that one's a little
Virtual
far.
game card.
That one's a little bit of a guess, maybe a little speculation.
The virtual
But
game card feature lets
I
you
think
swap games between
That the
Nintendo
Switch
Switch systems
2 will release at the end of
as
April
well as
because
to
of
Nintendo
this
Switch 2 systems.
feature will be
This feature
releasing
is planned
at the
to be
end of
added
April.
via a
See,
system update in
late April. I'm telling you,
Let's take
Switch
a
2
look
is going to
at
be
more
out late
Nintendo
April,
Switch
early
games.
May. That means Metroid Prime 4 will be out late April, early May. Because I'm telling you, they're releasing that at the same time as the Switch 2. Now, see, some of these game releases, High on Life, that's been out a while. Cool that it's coming to the Switch. Cool game. Really funny game, too. I don't know if you ever played it, but it's really funny. Dear Villagers, never heard of this. Oh, wait, is it called Star Overdrive? I think it's called Star Overdrive. Now, this game was pretty neat. I like this game. I played it. It was really cool. It's a good twist on the village sim, if you want to build a village or whatever. Never seen this game before. Blues Lagoon looks interesting. Looks like a survival type of game. Or you're building things and whatnot. So, Fantasy Life, The Girl Who Steals Time. Yeah, this looks cool. You're like a god or something, and you're building your island up. That was pretty interesting. Definitely could be something that VR would need.
An
VR.
HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing on
Saga
to
Frontier
Nintendo
2,
Switch.
never heard of it.
Meet Gustav,
But
the Royal Heir,
looks cool.
and Will the Explorer.
This game
Two
looks like it would be
heroes whose fates
interesting.
and
Has an awesome
legacies
story,
will
I bet.
intertwine across generations.
But I just never
in
heard of
this
the series
epic
before.
RPG.
And it's out right now. Right now.
Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale.
So yeah, this looks really interesting.
Plus, team up with more.
I love an
characters
old
in
school
battle
turn-based RPG though. I'm a sucker for
and
these turn-based
transfer
RPG
stats to
games.
allies through the parameter inheritance system. After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and
So I've got rid of my
even
first note
more
card.
powerful
My first note
bosses.
card done.
What
We have one more
histories
note card
will
to
you
go.
uncover through the ages?
But there's not a lot
Saga
left to talk
Frontier
about. They're
2
almost at the end here.
Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch.
They're about to talk
later
about-
today.
So that's out now if you're interested in that game.
Monumental
Now here we go.
adventures
Monument Valley coming to the Switch.
Embark
is
on peaceful
pretty
journeys
interesting. I
across
played this game
series
on
of
my
beautiful
iPhone.
Puzzle games.
I played
Wander
both of
through
them on my
isometric
iPhone.
worlds,
Very
with
fun
stunning
puzzle
landscapes
game.
to
Just
manipulate,
really nice and
optical
pleasant,
illusions to
relaxing.
discover, and
And
mystifying
it has a little bit of a
secrets to
challenge to
unfold.
it too.
In
Beautiful
Monument
game.
Valley,
My
lead the
gosh.
silent princess
Have any of
Aya
y'all
in her
experienced
quest for
Monument Valley
forgiveness
before?
While outsmarting the enigmatic
Because it started out as a
Frog
mobile
people.
game.
A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2.
Just wow.
Guide Roe in her
Stunning
adventure
visuals
through
in this game.
motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry.
And it's just got
Both
that
games
cool
contain all their additional chapters,
puzzle,
add-ons, and
Inception
DLC.
type thing. It
The
just
first two
it'll blow your
Monument
mind
Valley
on some of these
games
puzzles.
launch
Blow
on
your
Nintendo
mind.
Switch, April 15th.
And
Pre-orders
this was a
begin later
surprise.
today on
Well, who's
Nintendo
pre-ordering
eShop.
stuff? I mean,
And
come on.
Help
Now
new
this, they've got a
journey
part
to
3.
restore the world's
Let's
light
go.
in Monument
I want a
Valley
part
3,
3.
setting sail on Nintendo Switch.
That I'm
this
down.
summer.
I'm ready for part 3. So super stoked. Oh yeah. Golf. Everybody's golf is what they call this game now. But it originally was called Hot Shots
brand new
Golf.
entry in the
And I do
Everybody's
like
Golf
that they
series is driving onto Nintendo
they
Switch.
subtitled this one Hot Shots. I think that's awesome.
Aim,
I think that's smart
time
because
your
I don't know that
button
everybody
press
else
just
knew
right,
that this
and
series
take
was the
your
same as
shot.
Hot Shots Golf. Me and my brothers used to play Hot Shots
backspins,
Golf on PlayStation.
side spins,
Oh, that sound right there
and other special shots
etched into my brain
in the
waves.
single-player challenge mode.
Just a super fun
Compete in
game.
tournaments and
If you like
face
Mario
off
Golf,
against
you're
a
gonna
range
like
of
Hot Shots
rivals to
Golf.
become the
As a
ultimate
matter of fact,
golfer.
Hot Shots Golf is actually a little bit better than Mario
In
Golf, I have
wacky
to
golf,
say.
your shots could get pulled into holes.
Now this is a
or
new thing they've
obstacles
added is
might
the
fall.
wacky golf
It's
mode.
golf that's not quite par for the course.
So that would be fun. It's like a little party
Golfers
game
can hit
type
the fairway
style.
together locally or in online play.
And there's online play now. Oh man, I might have to pick this
So
up.
just relax and get
'Cause
ready.
I have to say, some of my favorite games in the
Everybody's
world are
Hot
golf
Shots
games.
lands on Nintendo Switch this year.
Boom. I will have that. I will have that. Now this game looks awesome too.
Unite
Marvel
some of
Cosmic
Marvel's greatest
Invasion.
superheroes in the fight
This
against
is a
evil.
beat 'em up style
Pair
game,
up two heroes
arcade
from the
beat 'em
roster
up,
of 15,
like the old
including the
Ninja
likes of
Turtles,
the
Turtles in
spectacular
Time, the
Spider-Man
Ninja Turtle
and the
game that came
ferocious
out a couple years
Wolverine to
ago.
take on the challenge. From close quarters combat
Shredder's
to aerial
Revenge
aces,
is what it was
You
called.
can mix and match a variety of
This-
heroes
this
for an
looks
amazing
awesome.
array of possibilities.
There's a game called
And
Death and
swap
Return of
between your
Superman
team
for the
of
Super
two at
Nintendo
any
that played a
time.
lot like this.
Take
Some of
advantage
the
your
old
team's
Spider-Man
strengths to
games
overwhelm
that were
your
on
foes.
Super Nintendo
Plus,
play
up
like
to
this.
4 players can
And,
assemble
and
for
you can get
local
4
or online
players in the
co-op play.
arcade style. Perfect. This game's going to be popular.
The
People are going
battle
to
for
play
the fate
this.
of the Marvel Universe begins
I
when
will be one of
Marvel
them. It
Cosmic
looks super
Invasion
good.
launches on the
Comes out
Nintendo Switch
today.
system
Aw.
this holiday.
Unfortunately,
That was
this holiday.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
That's going to be a hot
where you'll
game.
battle as a tag team of different
Hot, hot, hot.
superheroes. Next is our last game announcement.
All right, and now we know what game this is. Tomodachi. Life is a Dream. Saw some people thought this was Animal Crossing at first. Yep, Clifford, here we go. Now, I have to say Tomodachi looks so beautiful, but the interactions of the people and their voices are weird. How am I Frenching? I'll break dance for you. Spin on my head. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Their voices crack me up.
Living the dream.
Oh, it's Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream. Excuse me, not Life is a Dream. Living the Dream. Huge announcement. People are excited. This is a pretty funny moment. A kaiju.
Did you want to talk?
Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Dream.
That was Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, the first new entry in the series in over 10 years. In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea.
All right, I'm back, guys. I'm back. My camera will be on in a second, too.
We hope you're looking forward to it.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it for real, just to see how everybody is
Thank
excited
you
about
for
that
watching
game.
today's Nintendo Direct so
I'm really
far.
curious to check it out now, to see why it's so fun. Why do
Our
people
final
like it so
announcement
much?
Is something a little different that's not
Now this, I like
Here's
this too.
Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Look at that. Did y'all download the app yet?
Shigeru Miyamoto.
Did you download
Thank you
the
for
app
watching
yet?
today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011,
This is
Nintendo
pretty cool
Direct
app.
has delivered
I'm down.
Nintendo news directly to you.
Mine's gonna be
Now,
Zelda themed,
these
as you see.
presentations have
Got
grown into an
Daruk.
event that
All the
many people
Gorons
watch.
on March 27th. That's really nice.
Thank you all very much.
So this is a cool little app.
We'll continue to broadcast
Very
Nintendo
Wii
Direct
News-esque.
presentations.
If you ever had a
We'll
Wii,
also
remember the
launch a
Wii
new
News Channel?
based on the concept of delivering
This is
information
basically
to
all
you
that is.
directly.
And this, they can send us
This is a
information.
smart
So
device app
you don't need
called
Twitter.
Nintendo Today.
You don't need Twitter. You don't need Blue Sky. You don't
Which
need
functions like a daily
YouTube. You don't
calendar.
need
In the app,
any
you can view
TikTok.
different
You don't need
Nintendo
any social
events.
media app.
We will also
You can
be
just have
delivering
this
all
on your
sorts of
phone,
content about Nintendo
and
games
boom.
characters every day.
They can send you information. And I think that's why they did that. I think they're
After the Nintendo
trying to get away
drop
from
for
some of the
Nintendo
toxic
Switch 2
stuff on
April
all these
2nd.
other social medias, especially Twitter.
News about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the
No,
Nintendo
no,
Today app.
no.
as
We
well.
need YouTube. We're not getting rid of YouTube, Clifford. I'm
Nintendo
just saying
Today
for
will be
Nintendo's
available to
purpose,
download on smart
they're still going to use
devices
YouTube
later
as
today.
well. But I think this is just another
Anyone
avenue
with a
for them to get
Nintendo
news
account
out
can
to
use the app,
people
so please try it
without
out.
using Twitter and stuff like that. Just stuff that's a little more toxic.
That's all I have to share.
I'm not saying they're going to
I hope you
abandon
enjoy
Twitter
using Nintendo Today.
either. I just think this is a good option for them. Say, all right, this is if you're looking for a place to get Nintendo news and you don't want to deal with all the toxicity of things.
Thank you for watching.
You can read things, you can play games, you can watch little comic shorts, all that. I think that's what they were going for here. So I think that's smart, Nintendo. It's a nice little app so far too. So pretty cool. It's got art galleries. Look at that, Samus art gallery. Look at that. That is super nice. Look at that. Well, Clifford, thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you all for being here. If you stopped by, I appreciate you so much. I'm excited for this, but I think a lot of the clues in this, if you're looking for any, is saying that Switch 2 releases pretty soon because of that virtual card system that's going to be released late April. I think that's when the Switch 2 is going to be released. And I think Metroid Prime 4 will be released right alongside of it. So be ready for Metroid Prime 4 soon if you're a big fan. I think that's coming. I'm guaranteeing it. Metroid Prime 4, guaranteed releasing with the Switch 2. And that's my final statement. But thanks for watching me play and talk and joke and enjoy. And I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you on Monday for some more Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. I hope y'all come back and hang out soon. Talk to you soon.